Tonight's feature on equipment is going to be an interesting one for most people. It's a rare opportunity to see what's in my backpack that I carry on investigations. So let's take a look. Current case notes. Old case notes, well mostly current case notes. See if I can get this in here we go. It's important to know where you're going, know the story that the client has told you, or the any knowledge that you might need to know about the building going in. I try not to carry too much of the history of the property with us at any given point. But if there's something that jumped out during our history research that I want to ask about, I have it wrote down. The important thing is to write stuff down so you know what's going on going in. So you can re-ask if there's any questions that you might have had that you forgot to ask during the conversation that you had going in. The next thing here in my backpack is our folder full of client consent forms, I guess is the easiest way to put it. Releasing us, releasing them from anything that might happen or has happened. It's important to have paperwork. In this day and age of sue happy people, you can't protect yourself enough, I don't think. Even though we're trying to help them or provide a free service, there's still a chance, obviously, of getting sued. So we've got to try to protect ourselves the best we can. The next thing I found in my backpack here, a whole bunch of random batteries. 9 volts, double A's, C batteries I got over there still. It's important to carry extra batteries with you. Also, I've got them in the toolbox. I'll show you some other point here. But it's important to carry extra batteries on your person. You can't be scrambling back and trying to find them all the time. If you get 3 stories up, you're not going to want to run back downstairs. So you got to get them up. You got to keep track of things. The next thing I have over here, this thing, my camera charger. I took it to Gettysburg with us and lost it and bought another one. So this thing here is a gem sometimes. I use a Nikon camera with rechargeable batteries. Of course, if you're taking a lot of pictures like you should be on an investigation, they go dead. So you take it with you and you start charging it again. I have a couple more batteries now, so it's not quite as big a deal as it once was, but it's always good to start charging them again, because if something starts happening, the last thing you want to be is without your digital camera. We have other digital cameras too that use double A's, but I like my camera, so that's why it's in my bag. Next thing here, I've got a small first aid kit that hangs on the outside and basically has band-aids in it. You never know when you're going to get a splinter or other things. There's a pair of tweezers. Out here on the front is a Leatherman tool in case I need to change screws or anything. This is not the only one I carry in my bag. I've got another actual Leatherman tool made by the Leatherman company. This is a cheap knockoff on the outside in case it falls out and gets lost. Other here, another first aid kit. There's some Tylenol, some Imodium in case that unfortunate need arises, some bigger gauze pads, some other stuff in here. If you leave for a paranormal investigation without a first aid kit, you're just not doing yourself any favors. As an Eagle Scout, you know to be prepared. That's what I'm trying to be with all this first aid stuff. Obviously, I can't treat a broken arm or anything in the field, but I want to eliminate the need or this discomfort of some members if I can, and so that's why the multiple first aid kits. My wife loves me to have this. I'm not going to show the brand here anymore. I just showed it. Obviously, if you know what it is, it's hand sanitizer. There are times you get into a basement or some other investigation places that you just think you want to cover your body in this, even though there's not enough here to cover your body in. So we use it sparingly, of course, because it does mess with your sense of smell, but it's important to have for those people that want to have it. We got some Benadryl spray. Obviously, if you're outside investigating and you rub into something here, you want to keep that handy. Let's see what else do I have over here. Emergency rain poncho. I'm not going to show you the front because, well, you don't need to see emergency rain poncho. Important in multiple levels. If you're trying to transport your equipment outside, you don't want it getting wet, or if you're outside investigating and it starts to rain. A number of uses here. This simple thing that only weighs a couple ounces. I don't mind dragging them around with me. Good idea to have. One of these goofy children's magnifying glasses for your eyes. I don't really understand why I carry it sometimes. Other times, if I see something really small that I want to look at, I don't have bad eyesight, but it always helps to have something around that if there's something that I need to read or something weird going on, especially when it gets low lighting, that extra magnification doesn't hurt to have with you, just in case. It's not the biggest in the world, but it's a tape measure. It's a 10 foot just in case we want to measure shadows or something going on. It just helps us document things a little bit better. Bug spray, seriously folks, if you plan on investigating outside, ever, throw it in your bag, throw it in your box, whatever you got. It's a world saver, because if you're out somewhere and you get attacked by bugs, you're not going to be happy. Of course, it's not going to help you eliminate the bugs from your video or your pictures, but it's just a good member-friendly thing to have. Other thing I have here is a replacement light bulbs for our flashlights. Simple stuff, stuff that you need to carry with you though. Of course, we carry our membership cards with us, and our membership cards and our state-issued IDs, just to make it easier for people to understand and figure out who we are if the need arises. Some members carry fanny packs with notebooks and pens in them so they can document things as it happens live in the investigation site. Other personal items they might not carry with them are crosses or other religious belief items. We strongly recommend that they have something they believe in with them, just for their protection and their sanity, obviously. But other than that, I think that about wraps up what I carry with me. I mean, obviously, I just told you I carry my camera and my backpack, and probably an EMF detector or something else. Depends on who's going out with us and the scope of the investigation, what I have, what I don't have. But the important thing to remember is that you've got to investigate.